Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Hello, my creep. Hello, new peeps.
Choose your fate.
For this Jurassic Park deck, you have 3 different commander options. The 2 commanders you don't choose go in the deck as part of the 99. The commander you do choose changes how the deck is played. Boom. For example, first we have Jodah, Archmage Eternal, who makes our big and awkward mana spells cost a simple Wooburg, giving us an advantage on our mid-game, which is pretty novice. Boom. Then we have Asuka, God of the Tree, who is a decent 3 costing mana dork, whose flip side is what we want more of. Prismatic Bridge, offering us a guaranteed creature or planeswalker of our deck's choice, and this skill level is on hard. Boom. And we have as our third option, Kenrith, the Returned King, who gives us political pulls in the game, adding more interesting interactions, and is a bunch of fun. He is our medium level commander. These 3 options give you a choice on how you want to play your deck, while offering 3 different skill levels and gameplay variants. And we start right now. For our ramp section, we have Kodama's Reach and Cultivate. These 2 classic cards work great in a 5-color deck, same as Chromatic Lantern to help our lands produce the mana we need. We have Armillary Sphere that searches for 2 basic lands. We include Rampant Growth to fetch a basic land. We also include Farseek to search for non-basic lands with the basic subtypes. And finally, we have Wayfarer's Bauble at the end of this list. Wayfarer's Bauble is an amazing card. And for our draw and tutor section, we start with Signal the Clans. This chaotic tutor helps with reaching through our creature selection while being random. Being a little chaotic. Then we have Diabolic Vision. This card is possibly underrated for being a common. Digging 5 cards deep and selecting one of the cards for 2 mana seems amazing. Then we have Monastery Siege. This card helps us dig into our deck while being a natural discard outlet when we choose the Khan's ability. We include Fact or Fiction because this card is just fun overall. And then we end this list with Dig Through Time, one of our greatest digging draw spells ever. You look at 7 cards and you pick 2. That is nuts. And onto our removal list. This section is small because we want our opponents to answer our threats. We start with the classic Putrefy. Onto Fortify. We include Vindicate. Then we have Status and Statue for that selective goodness. This card is an instant classic. And at the end of our list, we have Casualties of War for that chaotic removal to change up the board. In our board wipe section, we run 5 board wipes, starting with Rout for a time versatile board wipe, End Hostilities to help against Voltron style decks, as well as being a simple board wipe. We also include In Garruk's Wake as a one-sided asymmetrical board wipe, as well as Ruinous Ultimatum, which is really fun in a Jodah commander deck. And we end this list with the Old School Decree of Pain.
This is how you make dinosaurs?
No. This is how you play God.
The Graveyard Recursion section makes the deck hum. It's just fun. You'll see cards that take from any graveyard, and you'll also see cards that give us the ability to get multiple uses from our graveyard, giving us the advantage on the gameplay we want in this deck. Starting with Animate Dead, into Savine's Reclamation. We also have Mystic Retrieval, into Bond of Revival, and the ever so flavorful Unburial Rites, and one of my favorite hidden gems, Hymn of Rebirth. We include Beacon of Unrest, and we also include Breaking and Entering for some self-mill and or reanimation. We have Sun Titan, and we have the underrated Debtor's Knell, which this card is nuts. And finally, we have Eerie Ultimatum, to which is an epic card in this deck. For our clone section, you will see that there is a few of these, and they are to maximize our board state as much as possible. And plus, what would a Jurassic Park deck be like without a cloning theme? Starting with Sakashima of 1,000 Faces, which lets us have no requirements of the legend rule while cloning a creature we control. We also include Sakashima the Imposter, so we can have a double of a legendary creature with a built-in save mechanism. Then we have Clever Impersonator to copy any non-land permanent we need at the moment. We also include the Overlooked Spitting Image. This card helps fix the late game, it really does, making cloned tokens of whatever we need at the time we need it. With the retraceability, this card is really solid. And at the end of this list, we have Vesuvian Shapeshifter, who molds to the board state in our favor, giving us the ability to change our cloning targets.
Must go faster.
And now, for our haste engines, we have cards that give our creatures haste. Some of these cards grant us more than just that, but these cards are to give our dinosaurs more teeth in the game. And we start with the Old School Fervor. On to Fires of Yavimaya. Into Temur Ascendancy, which helps us draw cards as well. Then we have Akroma's Memorial, which gives our creatures some crazy keyword abilities. And to end this list, and to represent the climactic rainfall scenes from the movies, we have Maelstrom Wanderer. With its double cascade, this card can wreak some chaos and havoc. onto our chaotic deck support section. And in this section, you will see some self-mill cards. You'll also see some cards that work off randomness and alternate win conditions. Starting with Increasing Confusion with its buff flashback ability. Onto one of my favorite cards of all time, Unexpected Results. Into Whispering Madness and its weird but useful cipher ability. We include Throes of Chaos for some mid-game deck thinning. We also have Elixir of Immortality as a deck recycler when needed. We have Lord Windgrace for some card advantage and random land ramp. We also include the Royal Scions, mainly for the +1 looting effect. Then we have both Jace, Wielder of Secrets, and Laboratory Maniac for some alternate win conditions, giving us an advantage on our self-mill strategies. And now, for the part you've all been waiting for, introducing the Dinosaurs. Without any more waiting, with no debating, we start with the fearsome Itali Primal Storm, with its ugly attack ability that players hate when it triggers, causing a salty reaction, giving us complete satisfaction. And next, we have the terrifying large Zetapa Primal Don, who's just keyword soup and a dangerous menace to the game. Charging in, the hard to deal with if the hexproof doesn't annoy your opponents, we have the green, mean, machine, Carnage Tyrant. Now open your eyes and gaze upon the beauty that is the 800-pound rampaging Brontodon. If its very step don't shake you, our next 3 dinosaurs will. Fear the pack that hunts in a group. Hide before you become a bloody soup. Because here we have the silver-clad Ferocidons. With sharp claws and teeth, you'll wish to never be underneath. If this next dinosaur don't amuse you, you must be a fearsome beast yourself. Weighing in at 400 pounds, we have the Wakening Sun's Avatar, with its cast from hand board wipe effect. Ooh, just riveting. Next, we have a dinosaur whose name is the sound it makes when it eats its victim. Coming in and weighing a metric butt ton, we have Gishath's Sun's Avatar. Entering with hasty speed, this prehistoric beast loves attacking to bring other dinosaurs into play. And next, this kaiju-sized dinosaur happens to be too big to weigh. It is as tall as a skyscraper, as long as a few city blocks. We introduce the Armageddon-sized Zakama Primal Calamity. Glance at its versatile abilities, marvel at its features, and be afraid of the monster that it is. And at the end of this list, we have the huge, gigantic creature that is the Tarrasque. If cast from hand, it can't be easily targeted. It is ready to fight when it enters the arena. It may look cuddly, but it has teeth sharper than razor blades. And this brings us to the end of the deck list. Here, I'm just going to let the lands go across the screen and listen to fun music. This video was a trip. Did you know it took me a couple weeks to learn how to make this video? I would like to know what you think of it, and if you want more like it. Just let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to check the deck list in the link in the description box below.